Melania Trump, wife of former President Donald Trump, has always been a hidden figure. Her journey from a small town in Europe to the White House has fascinated many people. Many have speculated about her marriage and her true story. Now, at 54, Melania is ready to talk about her past and confirm what many have only guessed. What secrets will she reveal? Melania Trump was born on 26 April 1970 in Slovenia. She grew up in a place very different from the life she will live in the future. His father, Victor Knavs, started as a chauffeur and later switched to selling car parts. His links with the Communist Party of Yugoslavia may have helped the family in some ways. His mother, Amalia, worked as a model maker in a children's clothing company in Sevnica. The Knavs family lived in state-subsidized housing, common in communist countries. Despite this, their apartments were brightly colored, in contrast to the often pale interiors of the period. Although the Communist Party officially promoted atheism, Melania and her older sister Inez were secretly baptized as Catholics. This demonstrated the difference between state policies and personal beliefs at that time in Yugoslavia. Her father had a child from a previous relationship, but Melania didn't know about it. Melania has often participated in fashion competitions since childhood. Everyone knew her as the daughter of a mother who worked in a factory. Melania turned to fashion inspired by her mother's sewing. At the same time, she focused on her studies and wanted to succeed here. The family worked hard to put their affairs in order and moved to a new two-story house so that their children could live well. Despite living under the communist regime, Melania was drawn to American culture at an early age. Melania started photography and design in Slovenia at the age of 15. As she continued her career, Melania started using the name Melania Knaus and explored opportunities outside Slovenia. She traveled throughout Europe to find modeling jobs and develop her portfolio. In 1992, Jana gained further recognition by placing second in the magazine Look of the Year contest. This competition offered international modeling contracts and new opportunities to the top-ranked contestants. Melania signed a contract with RVR Reclaim in Milan, but this partnership lasted only a few months. Melania wanted to consider other offers. In a remarkable assignment in 1993, she played the role of the first female president of the United States, which was a fitting situation as the future First Lady. In 1995, meeting Paolo Zampoli, co-owner of Metropolitan Models in Milan, was an important turning point in her career and life. Zampoli knew Donald Trump and was impressed by Melania and encouraged her to move to the USA and offered to represent her. This meeting was a major turning point in her career and life. Following these conversations, he wanted to move to the United States. Her first few weeks in the US were difficult because her travel visa did not allow her to work. Despite this, he took 10 modeling jobs and earned about $20,000. Later, he obtained an H-1B visa, which allowed him to work legally in the US. There was some scrutiny about this period. Questions were asked about whether her early work in the US was legal. Melania's big opportunity was when she starred in a Camel cigarette advert. The chance came because of a law requiring cigarette adverts to include people over 25, which made it difficult for younger models to get such opportunities. As Melania's career progressed, she moved to a nicer apartment off Park Avenue, reflecting her growing success. But what challenges did she face in becoming a US citizen and wife of the 45th president? Melania Trump has said that being a US citizen is the greatest privilege in the world, which shows how much she values her new country. It was closely linked to her personal and professional life in the USA. Donald Trump has criticized immigration policies during his presidency, and this issue highlights how Melania's parents benefited from these policies. While the Trump administration aims to limit family-based immigration, Melania's parents became U.S. citizens in 2018. Melania was the second foreign-born woman to hold this role among the first ladies in the White House, following British-born Louisa Adams. She was also the first lady as the first naturalized citizen. Her immigrant background was both an intriguing and controversial aspect. On the one hand, her story represents a classic American dream, an immigrant coming to the U.S., building a successful career, and achieving a high position. On the other hand, her husband's strict immigration policies created a sometimes complex and uncomfortable contrast with her immigrant roots. After becoming U.S. citizens, Melania and her son Barron retained their Slovenian citizenship. This dual citizenship illustrates the complex nature of immigrant identities. People often adapt to their new country while remaining attached to their former homeland. Melania often talks about her immigration journey and emphasizes the legal steps she took to obtain citizenship. Her story has become a subject of both praise and criticism of the U.S. immigration system. As First Lady, Melania's immigrant background offered her a special perspective in the White House and had the potential to bridge cultural differences and share the immigrant experience at the highest level of government. However, there has been controversy over how much she used this background in her role. Melania and Trump met at a party in New York in September 1998. Their mutual friend Paolo Zampoli introduced them. Trump was with someone else, but Trump showed interest in Melania and asked for her phone number. Melania bravely asked for Trump's number. Trump was impressed by her confidence and gave her many personal numbers. Their first date took place a week later. Melania kept a cool demeanor to keep Trump interested. She saw similarities between Trump and her father, which may have helped her approach the relationship more comfortably. They had some difficulties in romance. Melania saw Trump's ex-girlfriend, Kara Young, leaving Trump Tower, and so they had a brief separation but reunited within a week. The relationship with Trump offered her new opportunities and connections. Trump's celebrity status opened doors to her career, and she found him more respectful than other men in the modeling industry. Their relationship was made public in 1999, when they openly answered questions on Howard Stern's program. In October 1999, Trump announced that he would run for the Reform Party presidential nomination. Melania supported him, seeing herself in the role of a traditional first lady like Betty Ford or Jackie Kennedy. The fact that a model was the first lady attracted considerable media attention. Their relationship suffered a major setback when news of a separation broke in January 2000. There were mixed reports as to who ended the separation, but they were reunited within a few months. In 2001, Melania received her green card, which secured her status in the United States. The following year, she began living with Trump in Trump Tower. Trump proposed to Melania on her birthday on 26 April 2004. They were on their way to the Met Gala. Trump said that he was more willing to marry because he was not pressured to do so, and praised Melania's influence for his recent successes. Melania proved to be more compatible with Trump than his previous wives. She maintained her confidence while quietly supporting him. She traveled to Paris for the wedding, choosing a wedding dress by John Galliano, along with Anna Wintour and Andre Leon. The wedding dress was featured on the cover of Vogue magazine before the wedding and caused a great stir. The couple married on 22nd of January 2005 at the Bethesda by the Sea Church in Palm Beach, Florida, and the wedding reception took place at Trump's Mar-a-Lago estate. The couple chose to live close to each other but separately, preferring not to spend much time directly together. Trump stated that he did not want to focus on the relationship when he came home, and Melania accepted this, not seeing Trump as a gold digger. At Trump property events, Melania often returned to their private residence after making brief appearances. Melania did not pressure Trump to learn her native language, and did not describe herself as a nagging wife. Melania Trump's pregnancy announcement quickly became a media sensation, and she achieved her second Vogue cover with a photo shoot in which she posed in a maternity bikini and open jacket. During her pregnancy, Melania focused on family. Her sister moved to New York, and her family supported her with frequent visits. This period helped her reconnect with her roots and start a new chapter of life. Melania showed her commitment to being an active parent at an early age by setting up a baby room in Trump Tower. A memorable event during her pregnancy was the baby shower she organized at the FAO Schwartz toy store. Melania ensured that all toys and gifts were donated to a children's hospital. This decision reflected her sense of social responsibility and desire to use her position to help others. On 20th of March 2006, Melania and Donald Trump welcomed Baron William Trump. They chose their names together. Donald chose the first name, and Melania chose the middle name. Melania and Donald Trump welcomed Baron William Trump. They chose their names together. Donald chose the first name, and Melania chose the middle name. Donald had previously used the name Baron as a public relations representative, and this added a personal touch to their son's name. After Baron was born, Melania's life changed dramatically. She stopped attending many public events and began spending a lot of time with him. This decision demonstrated her commitment to parenting to the best of her ability and providing Barron with a stable, supportive environment. Melania's motherhood has been in line with Donald Trump's expectations. Donald has indicated that he will not be actively involved in day-to-day childcare. Melania said she did not want Donald to perform tasks such as changing nappies or putting Barron to sleep. This arrangement worked well for both of them, with Melania taking the main caregiving role and focusing on Barron's growth. As Barron grew older, Melania focused more on motherhood and spent less time in public. This change affected her relationship with Donald, with some reports suggesting that he began seeing other women during this period. This made Melania uncomfortable, but it was not stated that Trump was interested in anyone in their relationship. Melania also took on the role of stepmother to Donald's 4 children from previous marriages: Donald Jr., Eric, and Ivanka from Donald's first marriage, and Tiffany from his second marriage. Melania formed a strong bond with Tiffany, making Tiffany feel at one with her half-siblings and demonstrating her commitment to uniting her family. However, Donald Trump's secret relationship with the girls put an end to this relationship.